Good morning, dear students. How are you all? I wish you all are fine and healthy at your homes. So, today I have brought a special session for you on the topic understanding contours and landforms. So, this is a part of topographical chapter which generally students feel little confused about this topic. So in this today's video I'll make all your doubts clear about the contours and various landforms. So let's go for it. First of all, we should know what is contour. So contours are imaginary lines joining places having the same elevation above the mean sea level. So children, this is the definition, but what are contours? Still you may not be clear about this. So when we look on topo sheet, you will find some brown color lines. These brown color lines, they are called contours. On a topographical map, these lines show various landforms. So, when we draw a mountain on a paper, you may have a very simple drawing like when we have to draw mountains, we can draw like this. But in topographical map, the mountains and their features, they are drawn and shown with the help of contours. So these brown lines and various features you can see here, they are the various features shown by the contours. So when we study topo sheet, we must know the contours and the various landforms. Once again, let me tell you about what is contour. Contours are imaginary lines joining places having the same height above the sea level. So it means a map showing the landform of an area by contours is called contour map. So the method of showing relief features or the landforms through the contour is very useful and versatile. The contour lines on a map provide a useful insight into the topography of an area. So let me tell you some basic features of contour lines. Some basic features of contour lines shows a contour line is drawn to show places of equal heights. Contour lines and their shapes represent the height, slope or gradient of the landform. Closely spaced contours represent steep slopes, while widely spaced contours represent gentle slopes. Two contours of different elevation do not cross each other. Here you can see some numbers written on these contour lines. Here the numbers you can see. So these numbers, they shows the height of the place above the sea level. Generally, these lines do not intersect each other. Same elevation, never. So once again, let me tell you, they are the imaginary lines joining the places of same height above the sea level, and they also represents various landforms. Before going to landforms, let me tell you what is contour interval. Interval means, children, it is the difference between two consecutive contour lines. Means it is the gap between two lines. In our topo sheet, this contour interval is 20 meters. You can see the contour interval is 20 meters. So minimum 20-meter interval will be there. As you can see here, more gap, 350, 300, 250, 50-meter interval you can see. But in the topo sheet provided to you in 8th standard and 10th class, the minimum, I repeat the word, minimum interval will be 20 meters above the sea level. That is called contour interval, contour interval, CI. Then next topic we have related to slopes. So as I told you, these brown lines, they represent some landforms, various landforms in the hilly region like conical hill, plateau, ridge, gap, saddle, col, pass. They are shown through these brown lines. But before going to these features, let's have a topic over the slopes. Slopes. As you can see here, we have a diagram of a mountain. Here you can see this one. So to the one side, this side, the slope is gentle, and the other side, the slope is steep. But how it will be represented on map? Now look at these contour lines. So what do you find here? So this is what you will find such conical hill on the topographical map, topo sheet. This diagram will be shown on topo sheet in such a way. This is contour and their landforms. So this side you can see the gentle slope, and this side of this representation of contours, the spacing of line is far away. This shows this is the gentle slope, and to this side the slope of the mountain is steep, and this side the contours are so close to each other. That means this side is the steep slope. There are some more types of slopes, but in your syllabus only these two types we have to discuss. So now going to the landforms, starting with the conical hill. Here you can see a diagram of conical hill. This is how a conical really looks like. And on the topographical map, this will be shown with the help of contours. And this is a drawing of this conical hill. So in this is the central part, is the top of the hill. The central part is this part is the peak of the hill, and as we go down you can see 600, 500, 400, 300, 200, 100 meter above the sea level. Height is decreasing. So these are the contours joining the places of same height. Now in this, the conical shape will be represented with the help of these contours. So these contours, they represent a conical hill, how the conical hill will look like on a topographical sheet. Next we have in the syllabus in your book is the diagram of plateau. Plateau, I hope you understand, plateau is a tableland. It's just like hill but flat from the top. So in this diagram you can see this is a plateau, flat from the top, and in this the central part is wide enough. Wide enough, this represents this is flat from the top as compared to the previous one. In this the central part was not so wide enough, but in the plateau a large amount of gap you can see. This is plateau look like on the topographical sheet. You have to concentrate on this portion. Now the next we have ridge. Ridge is a continuous series of mountains. It is you can see it's a combination of mountains. So in a ridge, the contours will be represented in a elliptical shape. As you can see here, the elliptical shape as the ridge. This is the original photograph, this one, how the ridge look like, and this is on the topographical sheet how you will find the ridge. So you can see, children, here the shape is elliptical. So this is how ridge look like. Moving to the next. Next we have gap, saddle, col, pass. Large number of landforms are represented by the contours, and their different shapes represent different landforms. So what is gap? Gap are low lying depressions or valleys which are cut through a range of hill by rivers. So you can see here the gap, you can see, children, here. This is gap between two sides of mountains. This is cut by a river. Next is saddle. Saddle, you can see, is a low point between two areas of higher ground. It's mostly identified as low. You can see in between this portion is a lower portion between as compared to other two. So this lower portion is called saddle. This look like the shape of a horse saddle, hence the name given. As well as you can find there col. So when the depression between two peaks narrow and at a higher level. So this is a difference between the saddle and col. Col will be little higher level than the saddle. And then at last we have a pass. Pass is a mountain pass in low point between two areas of higher elevation. So all of them, saddle, col, pass, are similar to one or another way, but their shapes are little different. When you practice, you will understand it easily. I hope this short video made your doubts clear about the contours and various landforms. Even though if you have any doubt, you pen it down in your notebook, and whenever we will have the normal classes, your teachers will clarify all your doubts. So dear children, thank you very much for your attention. Take care of your health. Bye bye. God bless you all. Jai Hind.